Hey there, so in my last video I went ahead and showed you how to take these untabbed solar cells, add the little metal tabbing to them. This video I'm going to go ahead and show you how to hook up the tabbed solar cells into long strings so we can make a solar panel out of this. Here's another quick shot of it. In brief, flip over the panel like that. The white areas are going to be the positive connections, and the tabbing wire is always the negative part of the solar cell. Or think of it as like a solar battery. And you just line them up. Slip another one, like that. So it looks like that. Then there's going to be 6 solder joints. Just solder this negative tabbing wire here, here, and here. Also here, here, and here. And I'll show you that in a second. Then you just keep going. A few minutes later you'll have that. Encapsulate that behind some glass and you got a solar panel. Okay, here's the first 12 all set up for the first panel. I'm going to do 3 panels, 12 cells per panel. Makes it a lot easier than doing one big panel. Then you just hook the 3 in series. Okay, and this is how you solder one panel to another. These are the positive connections on the back. And all I'm going to do is put a dot of solder in each of those 3 spots and there. So 6 dots of solder to start. Okay, like that. And then just set this over top. Perfect. Then you do these 3. See how that melts right over it? Okay, just like that. And that's all you have to do to connect the cells together. Okay, now the next thing we need to do here is we need to connect the negative of this one to the positive of this one so we can keep the continuity of the string of panels. So that's where this bus wire comes in. We're going to connect a piece of bus wire across the negative terminals here and over. And then we'll put 2 pieces of tabbing wire along here that'll connect to. Okay, I'm now going to go ahead and solder the short pieces of tabbing wire onto this panel right here. It's about 3 1/4 inches long. Just like that. Same thing on this side. And lastly, the front one here. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so I cut those ends down. So these are the negative from this panel. This is the positive from this panel. And all you have to do now is take this bus wire, which is just a fat piece of the same type of wire, flatten it out, and we're going to solder it straight across, like that. We just have to solder here, 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 and here. Okay. Remember not to panic if you make a mistake or anything and solder the wrong thing. You can always desolder stuff. You can always take out the panels. I broke a couple just making this one and had to take them out and put new panels in. Okay, and here's a close-up on the bus wire from the negative and negative to the positive and positive. So it just keeps this string of panels going from the start, 6 down, over, 6 up. Okay, here's the panel outside for a test run. See if we're getting the 6 volts out of it. 6.38, 6.40. All I got to do now is encapsulate it into a case. Now to hook this up for 12 volt charging, you want to make 3 of these and hook them in series. But that's a hell of a lot easier than making one giant panel and moving that around. That'll get me my 18 volts when I hook them in series. And that'll be perfect for 12 volt battery charging. I decided it's better to go with this modular design and make 3 at a time. That way if anything goes wrong with one of them, you just have to replace the one little panel. Kind of like the Harbor Freight ones, you get the 3 panel set. You could think of this as a 3 panel set too. And if you just want to use 1 or 2 panels, you can do that too. These 12 fit perfectly on a piece of glass, 16 by 20. So a very common piece of glass you can buy for about $5 at the home stores. And you'll be able to make 1 small panel. This will be a 6 volt panel. I'll make 2 more. So that'll be a total of 18 volts, which is what you need to charge a 12 volt battery system.
Okay, got this washed out and everything, got all the stuff I needed, you know, need some extra flare fittings and stuff like that. It's all good now. So now I'm going to show you how to make a vacuum tube from this little glass bottle right here. Not too hard. What you do is you take some epoxy. This is PC7 here. Alright, just pop it open. So, yeah, I use mixing stick, you know, this is a popsicle stick. Same thing, you know, no big deal. Take PC7, what you do is you take half of 1 can, which is, this is the A can, I think. Yeah, this is the A can. This is gray. Right here. Take some of this. And when you put down like half of what you want, because the other half is going to be the black shit in here. You got gray stuff, black stuff. mix it together. Make some sticky. Here, get that there. So, now what we're gonna do, gonna close that up. Sure it's sealed. Pop this open, a little more sticky. It's apparently can't see in there, but stinks like ammonia. Here's Bond seal fill or what the hell? I don't know. So this is in the front here, and it's a lot more liquid-like. It's a lot more viscous. Well, it's a lot more like something that would flow versus something that's solid. That's where I'm trying to find. So what you do is you just get this stuff out, like so. Fight with a little bit. It's all right. No big deal. Like that. I'm gonna roll it off or something like that. That's about half, I guess. So we got a decent amount here right now. Put on this here. Need some more, just mix it up, you know. And what you do is you see the center is here. Might be a little, the camera a wee bit closer here. Hold on a second. Alright, just take it, mix it, no hard work or anything like that to do. Now just grab the stuff, mix it together, whatever. And, do it till it becomes a that comes a dark gray looking paste here, as you can see. So I'm going to pause this real quick, come back. Okay, so now as you can see, it's all good. Just mix it until it becomes uniform enough. Then what we do is take a little bit of it off. Just try and get a little bit here on this crap popsicle stick. Like that. Take a stainless steel bolt. In this case, it's a quarter-inch, quarter-inch dash 20, whatever the hell that means. Stainless steel washer and a rubber gasket right here, cut out from some gasket rubber. Go buy that in a hardware store or whatever, no big deal to acquire. And just take it, put it on. So, don't get too crazy with it. Yet at the same time, you want to have a decent amount of it there to do the job that it's supposed to do. So, it's all at your discretion. No precision thing here. No particular recipe involved. Need to put a paper towel. You don't have to do this, but I want to keep some of that epoxy off the electrode. So you can do that right there. If you want to be like really crazy about cleaning the electrode or something like that, you can probably dip it in acid and then put the gasket on there and wear rubber gloves and stuff like that. Me, I don't care. I'm gonna bake the thing anyway, so I'm not gonna be that big a deal. So then what you do is you get one of these big old pliers here or whatever, so you can reach down into that thing right here. Try to do this in front of the camera. Hold on a second. So what we want to do, go in like that. little bit because they don't want the pliers there to get the crap on it too much, but that's unavoidable at this point. Right there, just drop it in. There. Press it down in a little bit. There you go. Big deal. And trying to debate whether or not I should use a stainless steel washer. Probably not. You know, then pull that through a wee bit right there. That'll help. That epoxy right there alone would probably be enough. You might not need a gasket, but at least the gasket helps prevent the epoxy from screwing up the electrode so stuff doesn't build up around it or whatever. Epoxy is probably not the best. You probably want something that's more vacuum friendly, you know, something that doesn't give off some kind of weird hydrocarbon based gas and coat the freaking electrodes and crap it up. But this is what I got, you know, do it on the cheap. And you know what, if it dies out on me or breaks down or something, you can always go get another one. So it's not that big of a deal. Later on I'm going to be doing some other stuff to show you. That was good stuff on that. So probably that little bit right there. Actually, take that in here. This is what I did last time. Can't exactly remember. It was so long ago, a few months. Do that. Absolutely complicated, right? As I know. That. Trying to get too much here on the end, too much epoxy, because you want to have a good contact with this thing. Speaking of good contact, you should have like a wet towel or something, so you can, if you get any of this stuff on your hands, you can just rub it out off the on a wet towel. That way, when you touch this, you don't screw it up too much. You want the electrode to be clean. Then what's going to happen is, as this thing gets compressed, it's going to stop turning on me. So, sure, you can use a wrench, you know, but I prefer to screw around with it. A little bit of that excess off. Kind of turn like this, just so it doesn't go over top there as much. I don't know. Learn as I go. And try and. This point is pretty much sealed. Right here. Ooh. Hear that? Hold on. Hear that? That's the glass stressing a little bit. So we're going to leave that alone. Now you might be thinking, why the hell did I make such a huge amount of epoxy? Well, it wasn't just for this here. That also is actually for the top. So we're going to be doing that real short. Just want to quick get this here a little bit. Oh, I'm going to pause this and we're going to go to the